Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about pain point and how to use pain points in your cold emails and what pain points not to use. When crafting a cold email, aim for clarity and skip the long-winded descriptions. It's best to keep your initial message short, leaving room to dive deeper into what makes you stand out in follow-up conversations. So the first thing, avoiding generic real estate pitches. So everyone has heard, I buy homes for cash and close quickly. I'll close in 30 days. This is a cash offer. So I like to stay away from that because that sounds like every other wholesaler. I like to sound as basic as possible. Sometimes I even say that I'll close in 45 days just to sound like I'm not a wholesaler. Because a lot of these investors, so many people are blasting them all day long on text message, cold call with the same pitch pretty much. And when you approach them with a different pitch that sounds totally different, it grabs their attention and they're likely to respond. I've sent emails, this has happened multiple times, where I'll have big fishes I will send a cold email to, and they'll be like, hey, when are you available to talk? They'll just respond that to the email because when it's a big fish, they're not going to answer a cold call. They're not going to answer a text. These people are so busy. They're on their email all day long. So when they respond to you that they want to talk to you over a call, it means it's a pretty big deal because you probably wouldn't have talked to them over a cold call or a cold text. And every time I get on the call with these people, they would say, hey, I usually never respond to cold outreaching about their property. But on this email, it intrigued me. They're like, it's different. I want to know what's going on. This person sounds legit when you're sending this cold email. And most of these people that own property, they're doing deals over email. That's how it does mostly. It's send it to the title company over email, do all this over email. So it sounds way more legit when you're doing a cold email to them. So that's why I stay away from all of that, because I don't want to sound like every other, if the property is damaged, blah, 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 I'm still interested in purchasing it. You're sending them a personalized email. So that's why I leave it a little vague in the email, plain. So it's not that specific, because what if that property is in perfect condition? What if that property is damaged? It's when they respond, that's when you do all of your research on the property to give them a good response. So what pain points do I use? I like to use specific pain points. I recently did a campaign for a realtor. She knew what was going on with an HOA. She lived in the HOA, and the HOA was doing all these things, raising it, stuff like that. So if, let's say example, an HOA that is having problems raising it, stuff like that, if you're talking to someone and it's, oh my God, they're raising my HOA, you want to hop on a campaign specifically going after that pain point. Example, good afternoon, Michael, I know the HOA was raised in Turkey Lake complex. There's strong comps now. Later, this might not be the case due to the HOA raise. Would you be interested in selling now? Something like that. You can get more specific with it as well. Another specific pain point I like to go after is evictions. If a property is in the middle of eviction, I like to tie in, hey, Michael, I see you're in an eviction right now. Would you be interested in selling now in the eviction or after the eviction is done? And then expired listings, directing people that are expired listings for realtors or a wholesaler, you can target expired listings. So those are the specific pain points I like to go after. I don't like to go after general pain points. I buy homes for cash and close quickly. I stay away from that stuff. Stay away. It's played out. It doesn't work like it used to because everyone is saying the same exact pitch when you're doing that. Crafting compelling, keep it simple. The key is simplicity. That's what I like to do. You don't want to be all over the place in your email. You want it to be less than 500 words. Keep it very short so someone can read it quickly and then reply a yes or no to the email, and then keep it going. Because once you get that reply from them, then you can send them anything you want. The first email is you're keeping it short and simple, and you're not sending any documents, links, any of that, your phone number. And then in the follow-up email, when they reply, is when you can do all of that. Because once they reply to you, every time you send them a message now, it goes into their inbox. So you're good. You're good to go. You can send them whatever you want and it goes into your inbox because it's now considered like a contact in their email account.